Hello everyone to an update. I think it's already version 113, so stuff happened. Not so much on the outside, but we have some new additions for the TouchCT preset family. So maybe let's just go over the changes first, and then we will come to the new additions. So what you can now set is a parameter called reload stack on restart, and this way the stack will actually be reloaded or will be consistent over restarts of your TOW file, and it's normally on. So there's this. More interesting is the storage parameter. And with the storage parameter, you can now define any component style operator and just store and save all the presets inside of the external source. So this way you can update, for example, or change the preset fader to a newer or older version, basically newer versions, without the need to export and re-import the presets as a JSON file. But you can just have them here. So basically you call them storage, and then you can just define them in the storage parameter. The second one, for the preset dashboard, you can now define a recall stack before record. And what this will be doing, if when it's empty, nothing will happen, and the moment you write a preset in the preset engine, the stack will be cleared and the stack of the defined preset will be loaded before record. This way you can, for example, create several dashboards, no problem. And you don't need to manually set the stack every time. You just like record one base color preset and maybe a shape preset and yeah, stuff like this. So you can have several of them and you can just record your presets on the go without taking care of the stack manually. Also, what I changed is the preset engine now has a global OP shortcut. So everywhere where the preset fader is targeted as an operator would just be like OP TouchCT preset. So you can just put this one anywhere you want. Simple enough. Also, so it's just, there's a new prompt. So this one automatically takes the text bar into focus, and you can now just press enter and it works. Basically the same goes for the Cuelist. You can also recall stack before record. Pretty simple. And yeah, basically that's still working the same as the dashboard. Nothing new. Oh yeah, basically the same with the recall stack before record will also be doable for the preset MidiMap. That's for changes on existing ones. So let's go to newer additions to the family. It's three new components. One is the randomizer. So maybe let's just add some parameters to our stack. Quite easy. And now we can use the randomizer, and we just press randomize, and we will get different values. It's nothing too special. You can change the time, and the values will be between the min and max value of the parameters in the stack. The next one is the sequencer, and the sequencer is going to be very interesting for a lot of people. So maybe let's just create a new sequence. And the way we're going to do it is we're going at first maybe using the dashboard and the randomizer. Let's take the parameters. So let's just remove this here. So now we're just going to record some presets. So now we can recall them and play around. So let's close this. We have our presets. They're here, and now we want to create a sequence. So we're going to add a segment, and you already can see it has a time of 5 seconds and a delay of 0. And now if we press on where it now says none, you now have a list of the already existing presets, and we can filter them. So when I type in D3, BB, we will have just one left, and I click on them, and now this preset is the first segment of our sequence. And let's just add some more. Let's add some more presets like this. And just to show you, we're going to add a delay and maybe set this one to 1 second, this one to 2 seconds, this one also to 1 second, this one to 2 seconds, just so we're going to be faster. And what we can do now is we can, so it's a little bit different to the Cuelist because the sequence will just go in time. So there's not really a lot of control we have, and what we can choose between our two modes. We have the one-shot mode, so the sequence will be played once, or we have the loop mode. So maybe let's just set this one also to 1 second. And the moment I say active, you can see the green button is the state of the preset, and the yellow is the delay. And after it played it one time, it will just stop playing. And if we set it to loop and activate, you can also see that the current active preset is selected. Yeah, and if you just want to stop, delete any of these segments of the sequence, you can just press the X. And if you think you want to rearrange them, it's no problem. You can just really easily drag and drop your segments around in the list. That's the sequencer, and we have the Stackloader, and the Stackloader is just a component taking care of populating the stack for the preset engine. So what we can do is at first we're going to define a root, so it will look inside of this component for other components based on a list of families and filters. So let's set this filter also to an asterisk, and you can already see all of our components somewhere in our base root components. So just to give an example how it could work, so we're going to clear the stack here, and we can now define a tag, for example. So we want this one to be preset settable, or let's say show preset. So we can now go into our stack loader. We're going to type in for the tags show preset, and now you can see base 3 is selected. And the only thing we now have to do is we can press the fill button, and we can change if it should replace the complete stack or just add to the stack. So you don't have to run around in your network drag and dropping components inside, but you can just say add, and now if we press fill, you can see all these parameters, also the internal one, are added. So maybe let's just show, because we can change the mode here and say, okay, we only want to have the custom parameters, and we're setting the mode to replace. And now if we say fill, you see only the custom parameters are loaded. So yeah, that's it for version 113 or build 113, and have fun. And just saying, for the sequencer, be a little bit wary. It's not tested in the field by now, so have fun.